regionalism or regional system of government is a system we have tested before, we have tried before, and is a system of government that has its merits and demerits, just like federalism has its merit and demerits. In fact, at times, the proponents of regional system of government talk about regional system of government as if it solved all our problems when it was in play in Nigeria, but that's not the case. In fact, why we left the regional system of government is because we were trying to experiment with another system that would solve the problems that bedeviled the regional system of government. Now, one of the problems that I can remember vividly that bedevil the regional system of government is the minority being marginalized, the minority not being carried along, the minority not participating in governance and in the government that is set up for them. So that is why we moved away from the regional system of government to a federal system of government where it engenders more participation. From every nook and cranny, we have, like in my state, my local government, just 2 local government. We have a House of Rep member, 5 local government. We have a senator. So it engenders that participation. You go to the State House of Assembly, my local government just has 1 member and all of that. But in regionalism, this participation is not this widespread. It is not this, everybody doesn't participate. This large number don't participate in regionalism. So we should get that straight. We should not be running away from one system to the other instead of trying to better the system that we have at the moment. This is the problem, to digress, that we have with even subsidy. Subsidy is a good thing, but they say it's beatable with corruption. So instead of dealing with the corruption, we're running away from subsidy itself. So federalism, we have federalism. It's a good thing. It is working in several other places, but we have our own unique problems with our federalism. And instead of dealing with those problems, we want to run away again from federalism to regionalism with its own problems. Now, why not we sit down together and look at the federal system of government that we practice and try to tinker it, tailor it, to give us the dividends of democracy, to solve problems, economic problems, security problems, and all of that. We don't need, for instance, to go back to regionalism before we can talk about fiscal federalism, before we can talk about resource control. In the US, their brand of federalism has settled and dealt with the issue of resource control and dealt with the issue of fiscal responsibility and fiscal federalism. But we don't want to deal with it. So the elephant in the room, for instance, is fiscal federalism. The elephant in the room is resource control. Deal with it. And we are talking about running back to regionalism. We tried for a few years, they will run back to federalism. So I don't think running back to regionalism is the solution. It's to sit down and talk about how to tweak, tinker, develop, position, equip our federalism to deliver the dividends of democracy. I think that's my take on that.
Many countries have break up, nothing happened. By the time we say restructure, we did not restructure. Igbo and Yoruba will cooperate one day. And if Igbo say they are going, and that money, the same money Yoruba say they are going, who is not enough to stop us? Why are they saying they don't want this, they don't want this? Are they? Is it because British give them the power? They are not the owner of our life. I don't know who calls Yoruba and Igbo not to join together. If we join together in 24 hours, everything we want, we get it. But I don't know why we cannot like each other. Who calls us? Yes.
So I'm sorry, sir. So you have that belief that if the Igbos and Yorubas for once speak with one voice, that
God bless you, my brother. If Igbo say no today, and they can be able to see Yoruba face, and Yoruba say no, Who is not to stop us? Are they our Lord? Look at the way they kill us in those states.
That's the home state.
Look at it. They kill us in the church. Not doesn't have rest. No, not have been ruling us since 1960. What is the benefit of their children? In that ruling, they are ruling us. Their children cannot stand us in education. Can they? They can't. They should allow us to do whatever we like in the nation so that the nation can be going up together. Regional is the answer.
So now, another man said that they don't want regional because regional will be seen as like separation. That they want Nigeria to remain like this, and that's what they stand for.
Because they are enjoying it. They are taking our money to Dubai. They are okay. They are taking our money to Niger. Oh, don't say to Express it's not okay. Then you are doing road to Niger. Did you know them? Are they part of us? They are stand to be cheating us. By the time we cannot restructure again, break up will come automatically.
So you feel that if we cannot restructure again,
if we cannot restructure, if we cannot move together in a peace, if some people are crying and some are laughing, it will break. I can't close my mouth. It will break one day. They're supposed to understand that if they cannot do regional, let Igbo rule their children. Let Yoruba control their children. We are not eating the same soup. The soup in the north, if you bring it to those states, nobody will take that soup from you. Igbo cannot like Yoruba soup. They say oil and pepper is too much.
yes, okay, man.
Bring Opodoku soup from the north, east to come. Yoruba may not eat it. Let everybody feed the children with the food that they like. Brother, you don't use somebody's life to stop your own. If they want to move forward, let them move forward with us. If they don't want to move forward, let them go. Let them go.
But they don't want to go. They are saying this is a fact that we are not, number one, we are not restructuring.
My brother.
Number two, we want Nigeria to remain like this.
Don't you know that is insult to them? You say you want to marry me, and I say no. It's an insult now. They are disturbing the nation. Let them restructure the Nigeria. Let Igbo take care of their children. Let Yoruba. If they allow Igbo and Yoruba to speak one word one day, it will go to break, The best thing is that as we see the past much more now, let us restructure so that we can laugh together in the same table.
Funny enough, there was restructuring under Olowo. There was a USM under Olowo. Yeah, Yoruba were doing their own. Igbo are doing their own.
Yoruba is borrowing people money that time.
Yes.
Through cocoa.
You're right.
Igbo was bouncing.
Yes.
Not is okay with groundnut and some things. But immediately they discover that there's a oil in the east. They don't want to work again. It won't be like that again. It won't be like that again.
Because now we've seen that, for example, there's gold in the north, there's copper, there's diamonds, there are californium, there are different types. Why is it that the oil in the east or in the south belongs to all Nigerians? Their own resources belong to only them.
My brother, that is the wiseness we are talking of. That is the wiseness we are talking of. When the child is warning his father, Daddy, you are pressing my neck, it's painful. By the time that baby or the child remove that hand by force,
yes,
the father will say that child beat him. One day, they will not be the person to judge us again. We will judge ourselves.
Ideally, don't split, but go back into regionalism, because the way Nigeria is set up right now just does not work. I'm being honest with you. Nigeria is set up to support numbers, support your location, and if you are a northerner, as you can see, the north, I'm from the south, I'm a southerner. If you are from the north, you're most likely Muslim, and the way Nigeria is built to support religion and numbers, and the north have both. If you are from the south, the chances of you becoming the president of Nigeria is forgotten. I, as an Ibibio man from Akwa Ibom State, but I can never become president of Nigeria. I can never even become a top-ranking member of office, because I am from the southern part of Nigeria, and I'm But I'm going to say this even more. You see, a lot of the mess people hear about Nigeria typically comes from the north, from the terrorism to the illiteracy to the poverty. It's from the north. I'm going to go make it. I'll make a deeper video on this. But let me show you guys some more. So this is how Nigeria is set up. You see, there's a southwest there, there's a south, and there's a southeast. That's the southern part of Nigeria. And if you look at the north, right, from north central to northwest to northeast, that's the bulk of Nigeria. Nigeria has 230 million people. The north has 60% of 230 million people, guys. The north Nigeria has 230 million people. The north has more than 60% of that number. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. If you take Nigeria and you split the south and the north, the southern part of Nigeria automatically becomes one of the best African countries. I'm telling you. I'm not saying Nigeria should split. I like Nigeria as it is on paper because the numbers give us an advantage. The GDP as a collective gives us an advantage. However, we most definitely have to go back into regionalism so that people can have more autonomy over their regions. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, because right now Nigeria doesn't work. If you are not a northerner and you're not Muslim, forget it. Nigeria is built to support your religion, Muslim, Islam, and support numbers, the north. That's why if you look at Nigeria, most of our presidents have been from the north. Let me show you more thing. If you look further into these details, you will see northern Nigeria is facing a raft of problems. It is economically disadvantaged compared to the rest of the country. That's a lie. The north of Nigeria is not economically disadvantaged. The north has about 43 minerals, solid minerals that are of commercial value. There is gold in the north. There is even oil in the north. There is every single commercial mineral you can find in the world. It's in the northern part of Nigeria. But the thing is this, the northern leaders, the northern elites want to focus on oil and gas in the south. And the northern elites deliberately keep the northerners poor and hungry because they're easier to control. They don't want to develop the north because if you develop the north, the people cannot be your zombies anymore. So they keep them hungry, they keep them angry, they keep them poor, they keep them ignorant so that they're easier to control. This is what's going on in the northern part of Nigeria. This is it. This is the truth. So what I want to share with the global community is this. The bulk of the mess you hear about Nigeria comes from the northern part of Nigeria. From the poverty to the violence to the terrorism to the child marriages to the chaos. Most of it comes from the north. I'm not saying the south is perfect, absolutely not. But I'm telling you, if you separate the northern part of Nigeria right now and you separate the south, I kid you not, the southern part of Nigeria automatically becomes one of the best countries in Nigeria. Let me show you one more thing and then I'll shut up. So what you guys see here is the 25 most educated states in Nigeria. Okay, 25 most educated states in Nigeria. This is from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. This is from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. But I want to show you guys something. Let's take a look at some of the states because I don't think I can go through all 25. So you have Imo State, Lagos State, Ekiti State. These three states are in the southern part of Nigeria. Okay. Again, you have Rivers State, Abia State, Anambra State. Rivers State is in south-south, Abia State is in southeast, Anambra State is in southeast. Then you have Osun State. Osun State is in southwest. Edo State is in Niger Delta, south-south. Enugu State is in southeast. These are the top 25 educated states in Nigeria. Let's continue. Delta State is in the south-south. Bayelsa State is in the south-south. Kogi State is in the north. Somewhere in the north. Then you have Ogun State. Ogun State is in the southwest. Ondo State is in the southwest. Oyo State is in the southwest as well. Then you have Cross River State in the south-south. This is where my mother is from. Akwa Ibom State in the south-south. This is where my father is from. Federal Capital Territory. This is in the north. So you guys see, this is what I'm talking about. The most educated people in Nigeria come from the southern part of Nigeria. The most intellectually capable people come from the southern part of Nigeria. So imagine, because of the way Nigeria is set up, the average southerner can never get into leadership position because they're not a lot and because they're not Muslim. So this is how Nigeria is set up. Nigeria is set up to favor the northern part of Nigeria because they have more numbers and because they're Muslim. That's it. This is why Nigeria is chaotic. So most Southerners now are calling for separation. most Southerners now are calling for regionalism because, dude, we are not going to leave the hand of our country in some guy who doesn't even know what it means to be educated. We're not going to give the future of our country and our location in the hands of somebody who probably doesn't understand the essence of, collaboration. It makes no sense. So that's why for me personally, as a Southerner, I absolutely support regionalization. I support regionalism because it makes the most sense for my people. It makes the most sense for my state. I don't think, while I appreciate Nigeria and I think Nigeria needs to stay together, but we need to stay together as a confederacy. A federation does not work because what we have currently as a federation is a few people from the north deciding what happens for everybody else, and you have not even developed your region. How can you be in leadership position in Nigeria for over 2 decades and the north is still one of the most underdeveloped places in the world, in Nigeria, in Africa? I'll make a deeper.
Hello my people, now welcome back. I think I don't watch the video and listen to what many people talk inside this video concerning restructuring and regionalism. Una know say okay, ever since we see we have been talking about restructuring, regionalism, it's like nothing seems to work for us, for this country, like because we've been done deep for regionalism before. According to the man we see first talk inside the video, he don't explain why BCOK we leave regionalism. He explain now and understand how he talk am. And no say okay, that's we be seeing talk like in the right there. I think as of now we say we did now that regionalism now it go still work for us. Let's go back to regionalism so that okay, everybody go get peace because of the way this country they go. Now if you look at many people where say they even talk inside this video, say the verse. See the second man we talk now. See the way in the verse. He even talk and say like the north don't cheat them, they don't overrun them for this country, you know, understand? So north, say not bad. One thing about northern people be say okay, once they know the government again, they go try one way or the other to scatter anybody will be saying the government. They go try scatter your own stuff now. So northern people they normally see, say before they been think say okay, this Bola Ahmed Tinubu of a man, okay, will support them at the end of the day. That is why okay, they carry Shetima, follow him that time. Say okay, me be invite. Now no say normally this country where we say we been there, although we know they talk about religion, yeah, but Christian never rule any country, like never rule this country before. If you, from the look of things, so to me I never see when Christian come and say okay they want rule Nigeria before. But northern people that time will be say okay, Muslim won't talk. Although me will be say I dey talk now, I know be Christian, I know be Muslim, man try but are they and neutral now will be. So we just dey tell una make una like no say okay we are telling you guys the truth. Like me be like okay we support this one over this one. I'm not supporting anybody, but this issue that we having in this country is that make everybody go back to regionalism. According to many people talk for inside this video, make everybody rest. I know say okay that time when we say they talk about Muslim them northern people they be want carry and go fight based on say them in say this country go well for them according to their own thinking. Now see them in think okay, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu win, he's going to benefit them like than other people, and I've seen them be talk. But as they come they notice okay, Bola Tinubu won and nothing seems to work for them, they are trying to bring Bola Tinubu down. Now we've seen them talk. Even the next 2027 election that we're going now, them say they are not going to vote for Tinubu, and if they say they no go vote for Tinubu, we go get joy based on say things go dey better, because I no sure say okay person from north side go ever rule this country again. Now wetin I get to talk. You will say the year was now. If you get anything wey say you want to talk concerning this matter, we say they go on now. I beg make you drop am for inside comment section. And also if today be your first time here, I beg make you kindly like our video, share and also subscribe. Thank you.